In this video, I will discuss about for loops in the Python programming. For loops are used to execute the block of code for a specified number of times or until some condition is true. So this is a syntax what we have: for keyword and variable name, then followed by that we have a in keyword, and here we can pass the sequence, and then we can write the code block here. If we look at the below example here, for is a keyword, I is a variable, in is a keyword, and here we are using a range function. This particular range function accepts three parameters. If you look at the below details, range is accepting three parameters. First one is a starting value, and this is the ending value, and the third parameter is a incrementer or decrementer. By default, third parameter will be incremented by 1. If you look at our example, so firstly I value will be 1, and then second time I value will be 2, because here we have not specified the third parameter. So if you specify the 2 here, so first time I value will be 1, and in the second iteration I value will be 3, because based on the third parameter value it starts incrementing the I value. Now let's look at the examples for the for loop in Python. Here I will quickly create a new Python file under chapter 2 as 03 for loop .py. Let's quickly write a very simple for loop here by using a for keyword. After that, let's add the variable name. You can give the any name here, then you can specify the in keyword, and let's use the range function here. For this range function, firstly I will pass the only two parameters. One is a starting value, and then I'll pass the ending value as 5. After that, at the end you need to specify the colon. Then just I will print the I value by using a print function. Let me explain you how exactly this for loop works. So firstly, iteration 1 will be there. So that is our starting value. So I equal to 1. So which we have added it here in the range function. So this is a iteration 1. I value will be 1. So it executes the code block here, whatever we have written inside the for loop. Then by default, range function increments the I value by 1. So that will be iteration 2. I value will become 2 here. Then it runs the entire code. Again I value will be incremented by 1. It becomes 3. Then it becomes 4. So this is the iteration 2. This is iteration 3. This is iteration 4. So whenever I value becomes 5 here, simply it comes out of the this particular for loop. It checks I value is less than the our ending value. So condition will be false. It comes out of this particular for loop. So if I run this Python program, it should print the I value as 1, 2, 3 and 4. Let's quickly run this program. If you see the output here, so it is printing the I value as 1, 2, 3 and 4, right? Now this time I will pass the third parameter, that is the custom incrementer value. So by default, this range function increments the I value by 1, but we wanted to increase it I value by 2. The first iteration I value will be 1, and in the second iteration it adds the plus 2. So 1 plus 2 is 3, and in the iteration 3 it simply adds the 3 plus 2, that is 5. So whenever I value is 5, it checks the condition 5 is less than 5, no, right? Then it comes out of this for loop. If I run this program, it should print only 1 and 3. Let's run the program, and if you see the output here, so it is just printing the 1 and 3. So this is how you can write the very simple for loops in Python. Now let's see about nested for loops. Nested for loops are nothing but writing a for loop inside another for loop. Let's look at the example for the nested for loops in Python. So I will simply copy the same for loop once again here, and after line number 14 I am writing the another for loop, and I will give the variable name as j in keyword followed by range function. Then I will specify the starting value and ending value here. Then I will remove the custom incrementer from the line number 14, and then we will print the I value and j value. So let me explain you how exactly this for loop works. So whenever there is a iteration 1, so I value will be 1, and then it enters into the second for loop, which is the j for loop. Firstly, j value will be 1, and it executes the block of code from the second for loop, and j value will be incremented by 2. Then it runs the again code block, and it increments the value by 3, and so on till it is having the value of 5. So it checks 5 is less than 5, then condition is false, then it comes out of this for loop. So this is the first iteration. So similarly, in the second iteration, what it does, so I value will be 2, then so there will be a similar iteration will be executed for the second loop, which is j for loop, right? And so on until our I value is reaches the 5. Whenever I value is 5, so it exits the entire for loop. Let's quickly run this program, and if you see the output here, firstly I value is 1, and second one is j value. If you see here, so it is running till the 4, so as per our example, and then so this is our I value is 2, then this is our j values, and next I value is 3, it is running the j for loop, and so on. So this is how you can write the nested for loops in the Python.